I'm here. I'm on time. Welcome, everybody. I'm getting settled here because looking for one more thing here. What did I do with that? Because I changed what I was going to do last minute. Hey, Carol. Hey, Karen. Hi, Louise. So, because I changed what I was doing last minute, I got on right at 7. A lot of people here. Hi, Roseanne. Hi, Annie. Thank you guys for coming. Hi, Bev. Hi, Diane. Welcome. Okay, I'm going to get started because I waited till last second, and let me tell you what I did. I'm just going to tell you what I did. I had a card ready for you today. Didn't get notification. I wonder why that's happening. Huh. So you're following, but you're not getting notification. I don't know. So anyway, Tuesday's card, or actually tonight's card, I'm going to show you on Tuesday. And tonight I'm going to show you something that I just decided to do about, I don't know, hour and a half ago. Hi, Lori. And so it's crazy because now I'm like, really, should I change? I'm not like that. I don't do spur of the moment things like that. So this should be fun. We'll see how it goes. All right, so let me just turn you down because it is 7 o'clock. Hey, Diane. Hi, Debbie. And we're going to get started. Hey, Virginia. Hi, Darlene. All right, let's go down here and let's get started. Enough of my talking. All righty. Let me check. Hi, Eva. We missed you on Thursday, Eva, but I know you were working. Okay, so there is my host code for this month, the month of November. Thank you not in advance. Thank you for everyone who has already ordered from me. Appreciate that so much. There is the link to my store, and there is my email address and my YouTube channel. So if you share my name with other people and tell them when I'm on and where they can find me, but they don't have Facebook, they can go to YouTube and they can watch my replays there. Diane is packing while she's watching. Oh, girl. She's moving away, and we've just reconnected recently, and we haven't had enough time together, but hopefully I can get up to her new house. All right, let's start out with the card from the last live. This is the card that I made. I made it as a thinking of you for a friend of mine who needed to know people were thinking of her. And when I made it, I fell in love with it. And so I made another one to show you guys how to do that. Oh, you're going back to Florida where it's nice and warm, Bev. Good for you. And so this is the card that one of my followers gets. All she has to do. Now, how do you win a card if you're new here? Hi, Debbie Monterio. How do you win a card if you're new here? Just comment. Comment is, and then I put your name in a random drawing, and then the wheel stops, and whoever it stops on, I print out. And this time it was Kay Phipps. I don't see her on tonight yet, but she has until my next live to get me her address. And then, oh, there she is. Hey, Kay, you won. So get me your address. You can email it to me. That's the easiest for me. And thank you to everybody that does that, because I forget to look on Messenger a lot. So, all right. So this is for Kay. And what is the prize for November? So another thing I do is, you're welcome. Oh, I'm so glad you're excited, Kay. You're welcome. This is a prize for November. So if you place an order with me this month, your name will go in another drawing. And that will, the wheel will randomly select someone too, and they are going to win this amazing folder. It's called Star-Crossed Embossing Folder. I don't know if you guys noticed it in the catalog, but I love it. So I wanted to make sure that if you didn't have it, you might be the lucky winner and win it. Hey, Sherry. All right, so what do we do with that folder? What does that folder look like? It has got two beautiful patterns on it, and I needed to make another sympathy card, so I decided to use that folder so I could show you what that folder looks like. Now, most of you know that when I make a sympathy card, I use our detailed dove die, which is retired. I'm sorry that it's retired, but if you have it, you're happy right now because there's another way you can use it. But I use it all the time because unfortunately we need sympathy cards a lot, right? Oh, you got your notification just a little late. You know, I've heard other people say that before, that they have on their business pages, people are saying their notifications are coming late. So that is what the folder will do. Diagonal stars, and then this check. You know how I do that with the Simply Score tool? That's what it reminds me of. It's very, very pretty. Thank you, Kay. Thank you, Cookie. All right, so let me put that away. Just wanted to show you what that looks like. Okay, I am going to do two more cards, one tonight and one on Tuesday, using Eden's Garden Bundle, which or collection, which you can order now. It's available to customers early. It will be in the upcoming mini catalog, which is available in January. But the papers I'm using, the designer series paper, will not be. Thanks for sharing, Annie. That is available now, but it will not be for this month, but it will not be available in the catalog, and the cotton paper either. So this is the designer series paper here, and there is the cotton paper there if you want the codes for those. I'm not sure about the gems. They didn't say those wouldn't be there, so I'm thinking those are staying and will be in the catalog. Hi, Margot. Oh, Margot, I love your name. I thought about naming one of my children Margot. That's such a pretty name. So here is the designer series paper. I've used it over and over and over on my lives, so I'm not going to go through each sheet with you, but there is the code big and happy so you can see it. Hi, Cindy Johnson. Welcome. Thanks for coming. All right, so I told you that's the last two ideas for Eden's Garden. I gave you the winner, showed you November's prize, and so I think that's it. Now, since this card was last minute, literally last minute, or change of mind, I should say. I changed what I was going to show because I had the idea in my head. I'm using the cardstock soft succulent because it coordinates, of course, with the Eden's Garden DSPs. That's the color in the DSPs. So this is the regular standard card base, and that measures 5.5 by 8.5, folded in half, and use your bone folder to burnish, and then wing it back to get your beautiful seam. I've had a lot of questions lately. Does that beautiful seam go on the outside or does it go on the inside? It goes on the outside, and I'm glad you guys ask questions when you're not sure, because we want you to be happy with your product. For the inside of my card, I am going to use crumb cake, and I am going to use on the little, with the little leaf die in the sets, dies, I'm going to use the gold and rose gold 6x6 paper. There's the code. And I'm going to be using the gold since we have gold in this paper. I'm also going to be using the paper Lattice. I know I've shown you paper Lattice way back when, probably, hi Kathy, right? When the catalog first came out, and a lot of you purchased it, so another great idea using this. My ink will coordinate with the card, and it's the Evening Evergreen, so the sentiment will be visible easily on the crumb cake cardstock. And then I already talked about the dies and then the stamp set, so that's what I'm using. Open up my stamp pad, and I am going to take a stamp from the set that I already have out. Don't even know what it is. Dear friend, how are you? Okay, that's what this card is going to be. It's going to be to dear friend. Told you, I going on the fly here because I wanted to show you something. So why did I want to show you something? something different. Well, I took down all my Halloween decorations, and my little silver tree that I have up until Christmas. Well, at Christmas time I still have it up, but I move it. But until I get my bigger tree up in my den, I have this little silver tree. It's probably, I don't even know, 2-3 feet tall. I don't know. It's on a table. It's a tabletop tree. And with all the Halloween decorations gone, I came over to get a piece of paper that I was looking for when I realized it was 7 o'clock. When I took all my Halloween decorations down, I said, I want to decorate it for Thanksgiving. I'm one of those that doesn't like to forget about Thanksgiving and go right into Christmas after Halloween. I like to, because, we have so much to be thankful for. And so I want to decorate that tree with Thanksgiving. In fact, when I got up this morning and was having my coffee, Ken says, and then I started taking the stuff down, he says, I'm surprised it's bare. You're not going to do anything for Thanksgiving? I said, what, are you reading my mind? Yes, I am going to do something. But what am I going to do? So I started thinking, I think I'll make leaves, and I'll hang them from the tree just for a fall type of look, and see what that looks like when I'm all done. So what I've done right now is just stamp the crumb cake, and then I've got a 1/4 inch by 4 inch piece of the designer series paper that's going to match the front of the card, which I cannot show you because I'm making it in front of you. I don't have one made. So that's what I've done so far. So I'm thinking that these leaves I'm going to teach you how to make are going to be gorgeous on that silver tree. And I am going to use this DSP, so I better get busy and order more of this designer series paper before it's all gone. So I really like the colors. Okay, so there's the inside. And then I took a layer size piece of the same, the pack of the designer series paper, and I'm going to layer that on top. And it's the back side to this, which is gorgeous. Hard to do to hide that, but this card is such a wow, I think, that I kind of want to keep it kind of subtle right now. Hi, Krista. Welcome. Is it your first time here? Tell me where you're from. So glad you're here. So I'm going yikes, I'm going to put glue on that beautiful side, and I'm going to use the soft succulent side to keep this card soft at this point. Okay, then the other side, see, I do want to show it. So I'm just going to layer that there. So far, easy peasy, right? The wow on this card is the leaves, the leaf or the leaves that I'm going to show you. Well, welcome. I'm glad you found me, Krista. Okay, and then we're going to add this lattice. Now, isn't that pretty already? I'm so energy driven. Thanksgiving tree. Well, I don't want to put my tree away, but I don't want to start Christmas quite yet. I usually decorate the day after Thanksgiving or the weekend after Thanksgiving, which is also the anniversary of when we moved into this house. So I have a lot to be thankful for, being able to care for my parents and living here and having beautiful neighbors and all my friends and customers coming to my classes and just on and on and on. My beautiful children, my fantastic angel of a husband. A lot to be thankful for. Oh, and as I was talking, I forgot to do something. And I always tell you guys, never, never, never forget to, oh, you know what? I'm going to do it different. Never forget to put your ribbon on first, right? But because this is lattice and it's see-through, I don't want to see it tucked under that, right? So, told you I'm making it right in front of you. So I think I will just put a little bit of glue here. And then a little bit more here. I'm going to let it set up a second. It's very light. And then I'm going to place the ribbon down where the thicker part of the ribbon, the edges, the ends, are not so sheer, and they will cover the glue and hold nicely there. Then I'm going to take my snips, and look, I got new Stampin' Up! Scissors. Have you guys noticed? I'm surprised nobody ever asked me why I don't use Stampin' Up! Snips. Well, I had them forever, and they got dull, and I've never sharpened them. I should do that. And then a girlfriend of mine brought me these other snips that she uses, and I just kept using those and using those. And finally, the other day, I said, I want some Stampin' Up! Snips, and so that went on my order. So I now have a nice new pair. But isn't this a handsome card already? And there's nothing even on it yet. So here we go with the leaf. So this leaf is a half a sheet of cardstock cut in a square. It's 4.5 by 4.5, and it's cut at a diagonal. So it's a square that's cut on a diagonal. So there's 2 pieces now. You can make 2 leaves. And all you're going to do is fan fold. And there's no right or wrong on your width. So I'm just fan folding. I will tell you mine is about 1/4 of an inch. And then you need your bone folder so you can burnish it well. And then just fan fold back and forth on itself. Try to stay as even as you can. I'm trying not to make it look difficult because it's not difficult, but those of you who've been here see that I have a camera right in my face, and so I have to try to look around that, and I don't always get to see as clearly as you guys are seeing. Do you sharpen your scissors yourself? I do not. I need to have my grandson has a sharpener, Clay, and I need to ask him, but he's a young man. He's in his early 20s, and I'm scared to give him my snips because I might not get them back for a while. You know, they're so busy with their life that I might not get it back. Maybe I should give him 1 pair at a time, huh? That would be smart. Or go over to his house and stand next to him and say, can you do it now, please? Yes, Grammy, I'll do it now for you. So I'm just fan folding this triangle piece. And then I'm going to fold this little piece back on there like that. Okay, now I want to try to find the middle. So how is he doing? Thank you for asking, Cindy. He is completely healthy and well. He's young, he's lean, he's strong, he's huge muscle. Very, very thin, but he's full of muscle. So he did very well. So now what I'm doing is I'm bending this so it will go over itself, but I want to make sure that my 2 ends are even. So I'm not bending it completely until I know they're even like that. So let's do this. Okay. See, the ends are even. Take your time with that because this is bulky here. So you want to make sure your ends are even. Now you're going to take your glue and you're going to color this little line, the inside of the V, one side. I'm going to let it set up just a second. And then you're going to meet them up together and pinch. Look at this leaf. Isn't it beautiful? You guys like it? I take my snips And I just cut off this tip here. And I am going to punch a little hole right. Oh, good. I'm glad you guys like it. I'm going to punch a little hole right. I'm going to point with the snips right here and put string through it. And I'm going to hang them from my tree. And I'll have all kinds of fall leaves hanging from my silver tree. Isn't that pretty? Now it's thick because it's thick. See how thick it is? So this card is not mailable. Oh, look at that. Unless you want to, spend quite a bit on postage. And what kind of box are you going or envelope? I was looking in the catalog after I made this real quick, and I'm thinking on page 137, the acetate card boxes, they're $7. You get 10 of them. Their item number is 144628. You can put a card in there. It says it holds, I forget how many cards, 5 cards in envelopes, I think. So I know it's thick enough to hold this one card. And here's one made with 6x6. Same way, just a bigger square. And I'm thinking that because this is so thick that acetate box will fit this card. I have acetate boxes, but they're not the ones that are in the catalog. So I'm going to try to put it in there when I'm all done. Thank you. Hi, Arlene. Arlene, are you new? I think you're new also. I know what I forgot to talk about. I'm going all over the place, aren't I? So let me put some glue on here. I forgot to tell you that I have 2 new Paper Pumpkin subscribers. And it's almost the 10th of the month. So if you want the Paper Pumpkin box for this, the next one, you have to either tell me to order one for you and you pick it up here. It's $22 plus tax. Or you go onto paperpumpkin.com and you subscribe. But I have 2 new subscribers. One of them is Karen and one of them is Roseanne. I'm so happy you're part of my Paper Pumpkin group. There's also a drawing for Paper Pumpkin people, and they get a monthly prize too. All right, so I just put glue on the back side of my leaves, and I'm letting it set up a second. And then out of the gold and rose gold paper I talked about, I punched out the little leaves that come in the die set. And now I'm just going to grab this one. Wouldn't this be lovely for a birthday party you're attending, one of your special friends, or a wedding? Some type of an event where you're going to hand them the card. Like I said, it would cost quite a bit to mail, but I'm still want to give you the idea. All right, so like I said, I haven't made this before, so let's take mini glue dots. I think that might be the best bet. And put them on the, hi Connie, back of the sleeve here. Set it down. Oh, my ladies, this is one elegant card. And when I had open house on Thursday, which was a lot of fun, by the way, a lot of great gals here. They love the make and take. They were looking at cards around my shop, and they're like, oh, my gosh, this is so much prettier in person. So I don't really think there's anything I can do about that. Camera picks up best it can. But look at that card, you guys. Isn't that gorgeous? And then when you open it up, dear friend, how are you? Or, like I said, wedding, or happy birthday, even a sympathy card. Oh, look at all those hearts. Thank you so much for sending me hearts or thumbs up. That motivates me. It gets me going. It makes me feel good because I'm making you happy. You like my work. So those hearts just mean so much. Thank you so much. I should not have changed last second, but I did. I mean, literally at 20 till I came in here and I said, I think I'm going to make a card with those leaves. So there you go. Here is my box, but like I said, this is not the same size box that's in the catalog. So let's see if this works, because the other one's deeper. Yeah, no, this isn't going to work. So I'm going to order those other boxes because I will be making more of these. I'm thinking if we did it even in a different designer series paper that was more manly, that it could be, you could turn this into a masculine card somehow. Just many, many different things now that you know how to make the leaf or the fan, whatever you want to call it. Okay, thank you, Margot. Are there any questions? I will look back at my comments. I may have missed some. If I didn't say hi to you or answer your question, I missed it. But I look back after I'm finished, and then I will comment. Looks like an expensive card. Oh, good. Yeah, I think it's very elegant. I do. All right, ladies, thank you for coming. I've had you for 25, 28 minutes or so. I appreciate your time. You might want to grab a square piece of paper, cut it at an angle right now, and fan fold it and get one made so you don't forget how. Some of you are back east, and so I know it's late. Maybe tomorrow you can do that so you don't forget. But you can also watch the replay anytime. Okay, good night. See you Tuesday. Bye-bye.